Comic of the Week is up next.
We read DC Universe versus the Masters of the Universe 2013, number 1 of 6. Written by Keith Giffen, art by Dexter Soy, cover by Ed Benez, and colored by Dexter Soy.
So neither of us had a problem with the art on this.
Ooh, Invincible needs a movie. It's a good one.
We both liked the art. Neither of us liked the story.
No, the story had funny moments. But here's my problem with the story. I know you can't tell all backstory in a 1 of 6 thing.
Yeah.
That being said, Jesus, you could throw a little in there. Like, if somebody didn't know anything about He-Man and they picked this up because it said DC across it, it makes no sense
I don't
at
know
all.
who any of the characters are or anything.
I know who He-Man is. I know who Skeletor is.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. Well, I know what Man-at-Arms.
Man-at-Arms. Okay, I know him. It's just... Unless you are a giant He-Man fan, do not read this book.
The only real notable DC character that you got from this was Constantine. That's a DC.
True that.
Which I liked the version. I know some people don't like the new version, but I did like the version of him. He was, a bit of a wise ass. Seems like he was, I know what's going on, but why don't you tell me anyway? Does get his butt handed to him by the Queen of Eternia, which was really fun.
Again.
To watch. Neither one of us have really watched He-Man since the 80s.
Yeah, I've got it too. I've got, He-Man stuff.
So, I don't know. It was... We went in expecting more verses and didn't get that. You've got Skeletor in the DC universe, and you've got the Masters of the Universe trying to get out of Eternia.
Because I totally already forgot the name.
To come get Skeletor because they lost the war and they lost Eternia or something. I got something.
See, that's the thing. They're the DC part, I guess that's widely enough known. With the Justice League and that kind of stuff. A lot of the backstory is not needed. But with He-Man, it's not widely enough known to just come in. Literally, the first panel for Eternia for He-Man guys is well, why do we lose?
I will say, I actually liked the redesign on He-Man, though.
I did too.
I enjoyed that. So.
I would have liked seeing him not as He-Man for a panel.
What, just Prince Adam?
Yeah. A panel. I mean, literally, he was He-Man the whole time.
Maybe it doesn't. Maybe currently he's the Prince of Battle, Warrior Prince.
Really?
That's what I got.
We're gonna go with a Xena thing there.
I loved Xena.
No. I'm gonna go with no. So like I said though, I mean, guys, unless you're just a really big He-Man fan,
I give it a 2.
I mean, maybe 1.5.
I was so confused.
Then, like I said, the writing was kind of all over the place. It was decent.
Sometimes the jumps between page to page were weird. I thought that too, and I read it digitally on my Kindle, which looked great. Yeah, I could see everything. It looked like looks like it. They had digital in mind when they did this too.
Right.
But I don't know. I just